oh, you've never had Blue Label. Oh, you're not a Scotch person. I'm sure you might enjoy this. Waiter, pour another glass of Blue Label if you would, please. Johnnie Walker Blue Label. If you're anything like me, spending $250 on a bottle of Scotch is completely ridiculous in normal circumstances. But what if we get to try that bottle plus 4 others for $40 plus tax out the door? Well, I'm about to smell and taste this bottle of Blue Label Johnnie Walker, and I'm going to let you know if it's worth the luxury price tag that they're going to put on this bad boy. If you're of age to drink, thanks for stopping by the doctor's office, but if you're not, get the heck out of here and come back when you're of age to drink. So, first off, with the setup here, I've got 3 different glasses. All of these are going to end up getting Johnnie Walker poured in them. What I'm going to do, because I feel that I've been adding water to some of my Johnnie Walkers or some of these Johnnie Walkers, and I feel like it's really watering them down. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pour one. This was poured about 15 minutes ago. I'm going to drink that neat, no water added. I'm going to pour another glass. Actually, I might add some water to this. Either way, we're going to do one with no water. We're going to do another one with water that sat for about 15-20 minutes. And then I'm going to do another one that hasn't sat at all. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour that one in a little bit. And I'm going to taste that one straight out of the bottle. Because as you know, I say it, maybe you haven't seen my videos. A lot of other people will say this, but about a minute in the glass for every year in the cask is really helpful. But it's oftentimes a really good rule of thumb to let your whiskey breathe a little bit, especially if it's sat in a bottle and it's been completely full. We don't know the age on this. This is a non-age statement bottle of whiskey. Looks to be a little bit of color. There's probably a little bit of color added, but this is possibly an old whiskey. Apparently they claim that there's talks or rumors of possibly up to a 60-year-old whiskey inside of this. Now I'm going to hold this up here so you guys can see the color. It's quite a, I mean, this is again kind of a golden, I don't want to give it the word amber, but I mean, we're getting closer to a darker gold hue in this. And I mean, really, if there's much color added to this, they can't be adding much. So this is a 40% alcohol by volume bottling, like all Johnnie Walkers that I've come across so far. Blended Scotch, meaning that it is a blend of several different distilleries. There's likely going to be a lot of different, mix of malts and grain whiskeys, which can be stuff from all over the world at the end of the day. So there's a bottle code on this, and I've searched, or a bottle number, and I've searched. I spent 45 minutes, no joke, on the internet looking through the website, other websites, trying to search for bottle number, bottle code, bottle identification for Johnnie Walker Blue Label. So apparently this bottle number doesn't really mean a whole lot unless you work at Johnnie Walker or you have good connections, because this is doing me no good. I think it just makes it look a little bit fancier. Again, $250 for a fifth of this. You better get luxury on that label. I want to get straight into the nose, but I'm actually going to pour the rest of or at least one more of these glasses. I should have done this earlier. I'm going to pour the next one in a minute. Oh boy, we're cleaning up on this bottle right here. We are not joking around. We're going to just drink it all in one setting. I'm not surprised. Okay. So I want to go ahead and get into the nose on this little guy here. I've actually already started, and I don't want to say much, but I was getting pretty excited here. This is very fruity. We're talking dried fruits, not fresh fruit. Like vanilla dried fruits, a basket of them. With maybe a little bit of cooked apple in there. A little bit of fig. Like a fig Newton. Even the breading on it, like even that bread that you have that goes around the Fig Newtons. It's a really pleasant whiskey right now. I've been really excited about this. I mean, I've had this this pack for going on 2 months, maybe even more than this now. And I haven't watched a single review on Johnnie Walker Blue Label. I've done a little bit of reading. I do my research and I do my studies. So you could say I've done some reading on it, but I've avoided tasting notes and characters of the whiskey. I wanted to learn more about what's actually in the bottle, what went into making it. I didn't want to know what other people were necessarily saying because I don't want that to affect my, what's the word I'm looking for? Analysis on this glass. I mean, it's a little nutty. I'm trying to figure out what this is reminding me of. It's not reminding me of Scotch whiskey right off the bat. It's totally different from the Scotch whiskeys I'm used to tasting. I like to go for some gritty, some maybe a little bit more challenging whiskeys that most people will taste and say, I don't know what's going on with that whiskey. This seems like if I never drank Scotch, if I put my nose up to this, even burying in it, I'm getting my nose in there. And I'm not taking big whiffs, like do not do that, but it's just easy. It's like a cookie. Not a sugar cookie, but like some sort of like a gingerbread cookie. All right. Well, this one, like I said, this one's been set in 15-20 minutes. I want to get into the nose on this one that I just poured a couple minutes ago. See if this is much different. Whoa! Hello! There's hardly anything going on in this glass. Let me roll this around, make sure it's coating the... It's an entirely different whiskey. Is this serious right now? Okay. Almost like light cigarette smoke. Maybe not cigarette smoke. This sounds really off-putting, but more of an ashtray. That's really what it is. Like, there's still a little bit of fresh tobacco there, like pipe tobacco. This one smells so much more sour. The one that was just poured. Man, I better taste these. Better taste this thing. Okay, I'm gonna taste this real quick. I'm gonna get into this neat, the one that was poured 15-20 minutes ago. Slightly like an apricot. I'm gonna take another drink and see if I actually get something. Rather dry, a little bit of burnt oak. I'm really surprised how much I'm not tasting right now compared to this nose. Johnnie Walker, Diageo, whatever you want to call them, you guys do a great job at making whiskeys smell good. That's half the battle. If people smell it and they go, oh boy, most people don't think whiskey really is supposed to actually taste that great. I'm telling you, I speak to a lot of people that will legitimately try to face off on me and say, not like fight me, but they literally will try to tell me, you can't tell me that if it wasn't for the buzz that you would like that flavor. And I will disagree. There's so many things in life that people do that other people just can't understand. Now, would this be available if it was not alcohol? Probably not. Would it mature the same way if there wasn't alcohol in this? No. So this is just something that humans have created, and it hits a few different marks. You get the buzz, nostalgia, flavor, like putting those things into play, like relaxation. It's not just a glass of whiskey, it's a glass of relaxation. Like vinegar. What in the? Not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna need to add some water to these. All right, I'm gonna add just a drop, just a smidgen of a drop. We're talking, and this is being older whiskey, you gotta be careful adding too much water to old whiskeys, especially expensive whiskeys, and there's not much here. I'm putting 2 drops in this glass. This one has a little more over here, so I'm gonna add maybe 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna start with 3. I mean, we're not playing around here. Johnny does not take or hold much water. I'm still getting, even with this water, some vinegar. A little bit of caramel coming out here now. No water. Funky, skunky. It's weird because I was talking earlier about how I like the nose. I do, but it's kind of funky. Like at first I thought it was floral or like this, not floral, a little bit floral, but a little bit like dried fruits. I'm getting them, but this freaking vinegary, mildewy smell is haunting me. Like, if this is what whiskey tasted like regularly, I wouldn't be that impressed. I'm sorry. I know this is my first time opening up a bottle, and here's the thing too, everybody. This is reality. Johnnie Walker Blue Label is one of their most variant in flavor when it comes down to it, because they use so many different casks, and they're always a little bit different. Their blender has, it seems like their blender has a little bit more freedom with the casks that they choose. They do choose some of the most, like, what they consider their rarest casks, but and especially they'll have like the year of the monkey, the year of the ox, you know, it goes on and on. Every year they have something different. I think it's based on like Chinese holidays or Chinese, you know, year calendar or something. There's that vinegar. That vinegar hasn't went anywhere. Like an apple cider vinegar. This one has the 3 drops of water. A little bit of oak wood. Everything is so mild. That's the thing. There's not much coming out to really say hello. It's just all kind of there and then it's gone. I'm gonna be real. Oh, and I never even got. Yeah, cool. I don't have water in this one. Yeah, I can tell you about the legs. Let's see what kind of legs this has. Virtually no legs, which doesn't always mean everything, but this must have been through some heavy filtration. Oftentimes, and maybe, I mean, I don't have a ton of experience with really old whiskey, but generally cask influence is going to help add a little bit to legs. I mean, it really has to do as well with how many times it's been run through the still, the actual grain components that they use, you know, whether it be a local barley, you know, is it a high producing barley or is it a low producing barley? You know, that can have a huge effect not only on the flavor, but the mouthfeel and the character, like the profile of the whiskey. It's a little bit champagne-y. I think the reason I'm over here going, what's going on with this? What's going on with this? Is because I'm not impressed with it. I am not impressed. The nose is okay. I'm back and forth on this nose. That little bit figgy, dry fruit. But the thing is there's none of those dry fruits on the taste. Let me try it again here. I mean, I could just shut this off and give this a script score. I mean, I really could. I don't know where I'm putting these. What am I doing? This is ridiculous. I just can't, other than the nose being all right, and again, kind of going back to it, there's a little bit of funk, but I mean, I know this is an old cask scent as well. It just doesn't smell like the cask was that great. Whatever cask I'm smelling. Oh man, I hate it because I don't want to give a bad review like this about a bottle that, it's all right. It's okay. I'm going to give this a script score. I'm really, for price that you pay, if this was a $60, $70 bottle, if this was a $60 or $70 bottle, I could see myself giving this maybe an 84, 85 out of 100. But I'm going to give this an 81 out of 100. One of my lower script scores. Nobody's going to change my mind on this. Let me know in the comments if you guys, I mean, have you guys ever had Blue Label? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. Feel free to, let me know if there's something that I should have done slightly different with this. Again, I could have let this, poured, let one of these sit, have this sit halfway full, come back a week or two later. And I know you should really be patient with your whiskey, but look at me, I'm being pretty patient here, aren't I? Yeah, kind of like a ginger, like I said, like a gingerbread scent. Smells so much better than it tastes, but still there's this like sour skunk scent to it. Did I just give this an 81 out of 100? I didn't expect that. I genuinely figured I was going to walk in here, sit down, have a really good glass of whiskey, have a lot of really good things to say. But I think this is the least amount of tasting notes I've ever mentioned during a whiskey review. It was a little hard to find much to talk about. Such a short finish. So light tasting. I mean, the mouthfeel, it's like water. It's like drinking water. I'm not kidding. Disappointing. Someone please tell me you've had a better experience with this. I know there's some people, I actually read somebody that was really kind of mean about people that are mean about them drinking it. And I'm not mad if you enjoy drinking this and you want to, if you go to the bar and you want to spend $30 on a glass of this, because that's basically what you're going to pay. Just spend $30-some on a glass of whiskey like this. It might be more than that. Man. Luxury. It's a weird thing. Very soft. Very, very soft. Like a little feather tickling your nose. I can't believe someone would spend $250 on a 40% alcohol by volume bottle. If this is how every bottle of Johnnie Walker Blue tasted. 81 out of 100. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys like this, like I said before, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. Share it with your friends on social media. It would mean a ton. I feel like there's something really good in here. But then they freaking watered it down and mixed it with a bunch of junk. This is a scary video to post. Man. Where's the finish? There's barely any development. Where's the legs? Where's the mouthfeel? Where's the complexity? I'm going to see if I can put myself in the shoes of these people enjoying this glass. I'm sitting at the bar with a couple of friends, and Jill walks in, you know, our friend Jill. Oh, Jill! Jill, come on in. Over here, Jill. Right here, Jill. Oh, we're just drinking some Blue Label, you know. Have you ever had the Blue Label? It's such an interesting, it's a little pricey. Yeah. Oh, you never had Blue Label. Oh, you're not a Scotch person. I'm sure you might enjoy this. Waiter, pour another glass of Blue Label if you would, please. And if you don't like it, don't worry. I can finish it for you because I have a lot of money and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, don't worry. Calamari's on its way too. You could maybe dunk your calamari in the whiskey because it'll make it taste better. This is business whiskey. Oh, business whiskey. There's barely any development. Where's the legs? Where's the mouthfeel? Where's the finish?